Now then, crew, and welcome back to the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel, and the first in a mini-series of 8 videos on how to complete each of the master records. That'll mean nothing to most people, but if you operate a P.D.I site here in New Zealand, you are legally responsible under NZTA rulings to keep up to date master record documents for various reasons. This one covers the equipment used during the P.D.I, things like torque wrenches, tire pressure gauges, and a headlight beam setter or light board should you use one of those. Right, let's get straight to it because this is going to be short and sweet. Here we go. Use.
You don't paint something without warping.
Honestly. Now, for the Master Records document, and you can see here, look, one's titled down the side, Master Records Equipment Record. There is also a newer version I've found, which is this document here. So it looks a little bit different. It's got the equipment record in the top left. The only real difference to content is on the older version, which was made about 2009. Under the maintenance section, it says here version number, and a lot of people struggle with what that means. Me too, to be perfectly honest, because the maintenance is a visual check. Now, I imagine that this document predates when those visual checks came in and the requirement to have a calibration certificate was removed, and this will be the calibration certificate number in there. So we don't do that anymore in New Zealand because the government says it's not required. We just need to do a visual check. See my previous video. So I recommend you use the new form, and I'll put all these forms into a Google Drive and put a link in the description so you can download all of the master record forms from there, just to be helpful. Now, equipment details. Like I said earlier on, there's 3 pieces of equipment that are used during P.D.I on motorcycles. One is a torque wrench. The other one is a tire pressure gauge, like this one here from Worth. And lastly, a headlight beam setter. I'll put a photo on the screen for you, or a light board. For this particular example, I'm just going to use a torque wrench. We all have to use torque wrenches during pre-delivery inspection, and this is one of the tools that has to go on the form. So, and by the way, there's a form per piece of equipment as well. Okay, so equipment details. This is a torque wrench. Now, you may have more than one of this particular torque wrench in your workshop. So, we're going to also add the serial number, which is round here, look. This number is absolutely unique to this tool. So we'll put up here serial number. And it's 190600941. And then that links this document to that particular tool. Okay, maintenance required type and frequency. Well, the government say visual inspection. Every 12 months. They never make the boxes big enough, do they? Now, is a calibration required? It's not a new torque wrench, so therefore, no, it doesn't require calibration. The person responsible for the maintenance, well, in this particular case, it's me, Andy. And the person responsible for calibration, that's not required, NA. Okay, so maintenance. Remember, the maintenance is just a visual inspection. I've completed one of those on this tool today. So I'll put today's date, which is the 7th of December, nearly Christmas, 25. I'll sign it off. There you go. That's my signature Woohoo! And my name. Now it's still got a column for calibration. We do not need to fill that out, so we can leave that blank. And then we've got the declaration. I am competent in the use of this equipment. Each inspector does sign. So this is a separate column relating to this piece of equipment, but it doesn't relate to the maintenance side of it. So again, today's date, I'll do a declaration today, 25. I'll sign it off and I'll put my name and a young. And most P.D.I sites will have more than one authorized P.D.I inspector, and each of your P.D.I inspectors would then complete a line in this section here. Once that's done, you then file this particular record somewhere safe with all your other master records, because you could be asked to produce them at any time by a government official. So there you go. It's super simple to do, and you would need to do that visual inspection on the torque wrench or the tyre pressure gauge or your headlight beam setter. The beam setter, incidentally, does require calibration, so you would just enter the calibration details, when it was last calibrated and the certificate number. Sometimes there's a sticker on the side of the tool which will give you all that information as well. And carried out minimum once every 12 months. Right, well, I hope you found this very short video helpful, and you know, good luck with your P.D.I site and keeping your records in order. It's very important. Okay, crew, if you enjoyed this video, why not click on subscribe if you haven't already. You'll find me on Facebook and Instagram as well, and if you want to support the channel, you can do that through PayPal or Patron. If you are to send any cash through via PayPal, make sure it's not classed as a donation, please. Okay, crew, I'll see you in the next video on Master Records. Cheers, over and out. And we get the flip again.
Oh!
Oh,